Good morning, boys and girls, turtles and dolphins. This week we are going to be learning more about birds. Do you know that there are so many different species, different kinds of birds, and that's why we're going to learn about birds again this week. I have something here. It's called a duster. It's called a feather duster. I wonder why it's called a feather duster. Maybe it's because it's been made out of feathers. And these feathers, they're so nice and soft. These feathers come from a bird that is very, very large. It's the largest bird, and it's so big and heavy that even though it's got wings, it isn't able to fly. It doesn't fly. It runs very fast. Its legs are very strong, and it can kick with those legs and run very fast. So this is a feather duster that I got from an ostrich farm. An ostrich, that's right, you guessed it. An ostrich farm. The feathers have been stuck onto a long stick, so I can reach right up to the top here, and I can clean the top of my shelves with my feather duster from an ostrich. All right, here's a picture of a common ostrich. Here we go. They're found in Africa. They've got birds, they've got feathers, they've got wings, but they don't fly. Right. Let me show you some pictures of when we did go to the ostrich farm. Here we are. There's a baby ostrich called a chick. There's a mummy and a daddy ostrich. The mummy's the brownish one. The daddy's the black one with a lot of chicks next to them. There I am, and I'm feeding that ostrich. I've got some seeds in my hand, and that ostrich is going to peck on my hand to eat those seeds. And this picture shows how strong and big an ostrich egg is. There's some eggs, and I'm standing on them, and it's okay to stand on them because they won't crack. They're big and they're hard, so they won't crack if I'm standing on them. Of course, if I was standing on a chicken egg, it would crack and it would break. Okay. Later on today, you're going to be cutting out the different eggs, and then you're going to put them in the order of the size. You can see the robin's egg is a tiny little egg. It's that size. The next size is the chicken egg. It's a bit bigger than the robin's egg. Then we have a flamingo egg, which is bigger than the chicken egg, but it's smaller than the ostrich egg. The ostrich egg is the biggest, smallest, biggest. And here we have a chicken egg. Let's see if the chicken egg is the same size as the robin. No, it's bigger. Does it fit on that one? Yes. You can see it's a chicken egg because it's exactly that size. It's a bit smaller than the flamingo, and it's much smaller than the ostrich egg. Great. Another bird that can't fly is a penguin. Here's my penguin. This is a knitted penguin. You can see it's got wings that are more like flippers, but flippers for its feet, because a penguin swims. It also doesn't fly. It lives near the ocean, and it likes to eat fish. Today you're going to be making your own penguin. Let me show you the picture of the penguin. Where is it? There we are. It's an African penguin. It's also known as a jackass because it makes the sound like a donkey. And there it hunts for fish and other sea creatures to eat. Okay. Now to make your own one, you need to find some polystyrene, and what you're going to do with the polystyrene is you're just going to break it into tiny little bits, tear it into little bits. There's the black, and here's the white. I'm going to break it into tiny bits, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my template and I'm going to stick those bits on to make my picture of my penguin. Here we go. So I put the white ones for the chest, I put the black ones around, and then I've used orange paper that I've also just torn into little bits to make the feet flippers. And I've used googly eyes, but if you don't have googly eyes, you can use buttons or anything that's round. You can even draw the eyes on yourself. And I've cut a little triangle beak so it can catch fish. I hope you have a wonderful day, children, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.